So I talk a lot about how to garner media attention and then how to give a great interview. But one of the things that people ask me is, what do I do between the interview? So I won't be on weekly television or national news every week. So what do I do in those gaps? And there are two things that I think that you should do. The first one is to organize. Many of the leaders who I work with are committed to racial or social justice, and many are organizers. You should always be organizing, regardless of if you have the attention or the glare of the media. You should always be planning events to further your agenda and to build your base and strengthen your base. So you should always be organizing. But the other thing that you should do between media interviews is to build your own platform. So many times we rely on the mainstream media to tell our story, but there are things that we can do to expand and to grow our platform and to communicate with our list. So you should think about, how do I grow my list? How am I inviting people into my email listserv so that I can communicate with them? How am I capturing their information? How often am I going live on Instagram or Facebook? How often am I posting on my website? How often am I driving people to my website, and how am I doing that? Have I invested in SEO? The bottom line is, you can only control what you can control. And so while many of us want and need mainstream media, we also need to grow our platforms and our base. So in between the interviews, I want you to think about how you build your own platform. I want you to think about how often you go live. I want you to think about what your audience needs from you and then work to give it to them. I will admit, I am not a big fan of being in front of the camera. I know you're watching this video, but let me tell you, you have no idea what it takes for me to get here, but I'm here. So the thing is that people want to know who we are. Before they buy into our vision, they want to buy into us as leaders. And one of the ways that you can help people do that is by going live and by speaking from your heart, by sharing information in a conversational format. So think about going live. What I want you to know is that media interviews are not going to come every day, but that does not mean that you shouldn't be building your platform and growing your own network and your own method of communicating and engaging your audience. So what do you do between the interviews? You organize and you invest and build your platform. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and share. And you can also leave a positive comment if it's really positive.